is the last day for Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. So we're going to take a little look around, show you some of the things that we got to see on the last day that we were here on Saturday, and stay all the way to the end because we're going to give you our wrap-up of what we thought about everything.
Of the rally, so stay tuned.
I just want to take a moment and thank you for coming to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, and especially our locations, the rally off exit 86 and destination Eureka. We sold a bunch of bikes, and we still have some for you. So if you're looking, we are open tomorrow, Sunday. We got Jammin' for Jesus next door on our stage, bike blessings, and any needs you have, come see us. See you in 2025.
Kyle Kennedy and Angela Kennedy.
And where are you from?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City. How long did it take you to get down here?
Oh, I don't know. We made a day of it. We come every year, so we just kind of drug tail. This is our first time riding our own bike down here. So
yeah, got my license this summer and got a heritage.
There you go. Very nice. Very
but she didn't want to drive in the traffic down here, so she just
I'm in my queen
took up her
seat.
rightful queen seat.
There you go.
So
all righty. Well, you guys take care.
it was our
good
pleasure.
seeing you
Thank you.
guys.
It was nice to meet you.
Over there. Hello. I'm Amanda.
I'm Cody,
Where are you from?
Southwest Missouri.
Hi. And are you enjoying your bike?
It's hot. It's hot.
It's hot, but it's good.
Been doing some good riding?
Heck
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the one you seen? What's the best thing to eat here?
Honestly, any of our tacos are pretty great. Are you guys okay?
We got the mac and cheese with brisket on it, and he got the pulled pork with french fries.
Hopefully you can hear us. So we've seen the barbecue that's in there. What do you think about what you ate?
It was very good. It was just the right portion for me. It was a side, but you could get the brisket on top of it, so it was perfect. It had really good flavor. It was very good.
Somebody ate all my fries.
And I ate the rest of his fries that he didn't eat.
So the sandwich there wasn't any fatty in it, which really was good, but I didn't really care for their barbecue sauce. A lot of times people make it all kinds of different ways. I figured they must make their barbecue here on site. It wasn't vinegary, but it just had a different taste.
It was bourbon peach.
Yeah.
So they said that was their sweetest one, so that's what we asked for.
Yeah, and so I ended up just tasting it and decided I'm not going to. I didn't even put it on the sandwich, so I didn't give it real true justice. But I mean, they have the barbecue contest that's going on now. It's at the other end of I don't know if it's Main Street or whatever the hell that street is there.
First Street.
First Street, all the way down at the end is where they're doing the barbecue contest, and the way it works there, you pay $10 and they give you a bunch of samples. So my idea is, if it's good barbecue, I just want to eat all the one from the one place. Where if the other 9 taste like crap, that ain't gonna fill me up. So we picked this place out. It's right here. It's a regular brick mortar place that's here year round. And actually, the girl that waited on us, actually we've known her from from one of the Harley dealer. And so it's kind of neat. We kept thinking maybe both of them, we didn't say nothing to each other, but I kind of thought, that girl looks really familiar and sounds familiar, but I mean, what's the odds? And so at the end she came up and said, well, I hope you give me a good review. I know you guys and all that. And I'm like, yeah, we thought that. And she said, yeah. And so we're not just saying this because of that.
No, they're actually on Walnut Street, which is right in between 2nd and 1st Street is where this is located.
Yep, so they're open all the time.
Alrighty, check it out. It's really good.
Not sure. We kind of looked for this on Wednesday because they said the demo truck was going to be down here in Rodgers. So we drove around, didn't see it. They kept saying it was in some kind of park. What they call this, a industrial park or rider park or...
Rail Yard Park.
Yeah, Rail Yard Park, which is what they said where the amphitheater is. It's over here, the theater where you can watch all the bands. So I've been driving around, couldn't find them. Here we are the last day, Saturday, and I seen the sign, the red arrows that said come down here, and then I seen here's the intro down here. So you had to come on the far side of the theater or the sound stage, whatever that is where the concerts are all at. You had to be on that street to come down to find it, but you could not see it from the road. So there it is.
So it's the south side of that park.
What is it?
It's the south side of where all the action is on First Street. So you go over Arkansas Street to come down here to this park.
So if you had trouble finding this, put down here in the comments. We couldn't find it either because we just want to let them know here at Rodgers that they kind of dropped the ball by not giving out the right information here to let people know where it was at. And if you did find a place where it showed it on a map where it was at, let me know so we could have found that too.
Alright, so here's the deal. Here's how we're gonna do this. Y'all stay turned around, look at there. We have a special way to drink some beer. It's cold. It's ice cold. Since y'all a bunch of babies. Oh, here you go. Don't get excited yet. Young lady, here's yours. Young lady, here's yours. Hey, sir, I really hope you don't win this contest. I'm just saying, do you realize how many people out there are either going to ask for your phone number if you do this? All right, so here's what happens. Here's how we do this. Okay, there is no taking the tops off, not one bit. There is no squeezing it. All you do is do what you did in junior high school. Well, hope you guys didn't do it in junior high. I hope you didn't do it, but I got a feeling. I'm just saying. He did. This gentleman over here thinking he did too. He did too. Hey, so all you're gonna do is just tip it up and sorry, suck, okay? That's it. No squeezing, no shaking, no touching your privates, no doing whatever you do. There is no encouragement here. There is no spitting on the tip before you put it in. You just gotta put it in and say, here you go.
What are we waiting on?
smokehouse dip sandwich. I guess it's like a French dip, but it's brisket and then tater tots.
So you've seen our food. Food was really, from my side, was very excellent.
Yes.
But one of the things I don't like is they stuck a 20% tip on for 2 people. So I do like to give, I don't mind giving tips if I get good service and things like that. And the service was okay, wasn't exceptional.
She brought us everything we asked for.
Yeah, so no big problem. But even if
They
I...
should tell you that ahead of time, because I thought when I got the bill, I was like, I think this is really expensive. And I looked and it had our dinner, it had our drinks, because...
And then in fine print, it had a tip, 20%.
Because what I usually do is look at the tax, and I usually try to double it or give it a little bit more. And then when I was looking down for the tax, I see gratuity, 20%, and I'm like, they already got their tip.
So in a case like that, what I always do is I might have given more. Might have gave less. I didn't really look at the figures there of what the meal cost. But at that point, once somebody puts a tip on, then that's it. So that always goes back to my anecdote when we always talk about tips and stuff like this, that restaurants especially all expect you to help pay for their salary. You know, like here, it wasn't cheap. We had a sandwich, and it was $22 for the sandwich, and tater tots and sodas. It was over, what'd you say, over 30?
It was almost $40. That's what I...
Yeah. So just with just a meal, just that was really for one person.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're giving, you know, it's not McDonald's here prices.
Yeah.
And like I said, the food was really excellent. We have no
very
complaint about it. Very good. Got us in and out. No big deal. But it always rolls back to that point that, you know, a lot of people, we always talk about tips. The reason you give a tip is for an exceptional service. Not, and it seems to be today that people just expect it. Even if you go through, walk up to the counter and wait on yourself, it'll come up and say 18, 20, 30%, yeah, whatever. And why does everybody expect you to give them a gratuity? Are they not getting paid enough? You know, I don't know. But
it depends, and like some places, like this is a entertainment area, whatever you want to call it. When we go down to Florida in Orlando, there are a few restaurants, but they'll tell you before you even order that we already add a 20% gratuity on your bill. You can pay more than that if you want, but just to let you know, even before you order, that is going to be added on. If they tell you ahead of time, then you're like, okay.
Because when they do this, it was down in very small, you know, regular print, to where somebody might just look at the bottom, see the total, and add another 20 or 30% to it, thinking that's what their tip was. Find out until they get home that, hell, they gave them a 50% tip. So, you know, that could happen, and it probably has happened to people. It may have even happened to me along the way. But it's just one of those things, which I know the rally didn't really have anything to do with tips and stuff like that. But it's just one of those little pet peeves that I have about tips. And I've been talking to other people on the internet and stuff about this. We should do a video probably just on that. That isn't it not true? Even if you're in the service industry, is it not stated that the reason you get a tip is for exceptional service? We should get, like, the service we got was it was good. But I mean, she didn't come back and ask to refill our drinks. So she didn't do that. And we had several people stop by the table and asked if we needed anything, and I needed to catch up, and they dropped the food off and brought it back out. An extra plate. So they were very, you know, attentive, but they didn't go up and above and even ask to refill our drinks. So there you go. Leave it at that. We do highly recommend the place, but just let you know, FYI, I don't know if they do it all year long, but right now it's a 20% tip. Doesn't matter how many people. I don't know if it's
Because it was just the two of us. And I know sometimes if it's 6 or more, they do that too. But anyway.
We'll leave you at that. Let's move on and see what else is going on here on our last day
at Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue.
There you go.
Cycle works.
There you go.
What are you gonna do? Are you ready to party? Got a tux on and everything.
You'll jump by till we're heading out in the morning?
I guess. Film the girls walking by in the light. Overall, we got the first day, it didn't rain.
No, that was, and the weather was a little warm, but it didn't rain.
So that was one of the great things about it. We didn't show up till Monday night, so we weren't really get enough time to do everything we wanted to do. There's so much great riding. We're going to have to go out there again and spend some time just doing some great riding out there. There's a lot of places that we've ate at the last couple of times we were there that we didn't make it to this year.
Yeah.
It was just a little, sometimes at these rallies, it just seems like we just don't have enough time to get everything done that we want to do. Like I say, we want to do a lot more riding. We did get to see some of the different things that's going on. Downtown in Rodgers, they are getting a little better. Remember, this is only the third year they've been doing this. So, give them a break. And we're going to try to help out. We've had a few of them reach out to us. Some of the organizations that are involved with Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue reached out to us, and they want us to, they want to talk to us about it. So we're going to try to give them some insight on some of the different rallies that we've gone to see if we can make this bigger and better. Because, this is the things that I like about a rally is, one, they've got some great riding. This ranks right up there with Sturgis. And it might even be more. I don't even know yet. We're going to have to do a lot more riding to iron that all out. But it's a great communities. People are pretty friendly there. Didn't see any real problems. And there's some good vendors over there at PigTrail Harley-Davidson. He's got some really good vendors that's over there. He's also got the ones in Eureka Springs. We could also use some more vendors here and there. Downtown, not the greatest in the world for having vendors. On that main street coming in First Street, there was just a lot of...
Just like a hometown fair, kind of.
Jewelry and all kinds of stuff. They did sell some knives. And of course, they're selling the t-shirts and stuff like that. It'd be more nice if there was a few more things more related to motorcycles. You could have some leather stuff down there. You could have some stuff. But I guess they're taking the local businesses, I'm assuming. We didn't talk to a lot of people. Somebody was actually selling windows, I think, down there. Yeah. And, nobody's going to buy windows that are traveling in a motorcycle rally.
The guy asked me, and he says, "Oh, you interested in some windows?" I said, "You going to come to Arizona?" And he said, "Nope."
So that kind of ended that idea. But they did have on the back street over there on Arkansas, North Arkansas there, they did have some more vendors over there. Rockford Fosgate was over there. Kenwood was over there. There was Can-Am, and I don't know what that other place was that was on the corner there. We didn't get a chance. I think it's a
stereo place too.
And so they were there, but I was very, I don't know, like I said, we asked this in the video. I don't know if that's where the demo truck was before, was down in that... was this Railroad Park?
Yep.
They kept telling us the Railroad Park is up there where the amphitheater and all that stuff is, where the main stuff was at. That's what they called that area. Where they have that big stuff where the kids can play on and all that. So we never even knew that was down there. And like I say, I seen the arrows and that's what got us down there. So I didn't see a lot of people there. So I'm thinking maybe a lot of you didn't know it was there, because compared to, when we drive through Eureka Springs, Harley-Davidson, a lot of people there at the demo truck. But I think Rodgers was the only place giving the pins away. So we did get ours.
Yep.
But, it was just a little tough to see, and I don't know if it was put out enough for you to find it. So if you did, let us know back down here in the comments. I asked you that before. But write down here and say, hey, I knew that truck was there. We got our pins. No problem. We found it from this website. So there's a lot of different things that we'd recommend. One of the things you got to remember is there are some really curvy, banked roads, some switchbacks there, and like I say, just the ride from Eureka Springs to Rodgers can be dangerous. Where you've seen just right before you've seen those 2 crashes. Those are 2 that happened on Saturday, and we just were driving back with the car after we dropped the motorcycle back off at PigTrail. Those 2 were there, and there were several other ones along there. We haven't got any report. I don't think anybody passed away. So we're hopefully in the next few days we'll probably get an update on the accidents of how many they had in the area. Looked like in Rodgers when we were talking on Saturday to the police, they kind of said they didn't know of any that they had, but those 2 were just outside of the city limits when we were coming back.
Right.
So, if you're coming out there, be very cautious. I didn't see too many animals running around. We did see a couple deer.
Lots of skunks on the side of the road.
Dead, and we see one armadillo that was actually walking. But other than that, we didn't really see a lot of animals. So if you did that, let me know. I didn't really see a lot of roadkill on the side of the road for animals, like deer and things. We did see a lot of skunks laying on the highway. We've seen that even in Ocean City.
Right.
There was a lot of them out there. So that's around altogether. But overall, I really like Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. And like I say, they know that we really like that rally because it's got those great benefits that a rally has. There's so many rallies that you go to in the United States, and they have really no riding. That's probably 75 or 80% of the motorcycle rallies that we attend to don't have any kind of real riding. Some have, you can ride along the coast, but how exciting is that? You can ride anywhere. You can go downtown, LA, Los Angeles, and ride around on your bike, but it's not the most exciting thing to do. So when you're looking at different things like that, I'm always looking for great places to ride, and I think there's a lot here. I think it's kind of like Sturgis, too, that they've got a lot of hidden places. We went over there and ate at.
We went over to OARC and ate at the little general store. That was a great ride to get to and an awesome place to eat.
And that was something, actually, the police officer, Michael, he actually told us about that. So it was really great that, sometimes we were actually sitting at the Cat House the other day. I don't know what day it was, but actually sitting at our table, we're all locals.
Yep.
And it's kind of great that we do have that chance that we have a lot of locals that actually watch our channels all over the United States, depending on where the rallies are at. And to be able to talk to them because they know the hidden secrets that,
in the area.
Yeah. So with that, we're pretty happy with it all. It was a lot of fun. We're going to do it again probably next year again. It's probably still going to be on the agenda. We're going to try to get out there in the next month or so to kind of talk to them and see what we can do to help them to kind of, because there's a lot of things. Some people over in Eureka Springs is calling it a BikeFest instead of calling it Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. There is some barbecue. If you've seen the video, I kind of wrote it on there. On Saturday down there at the end of First Street, they do have a big barbecue contest, and there was probably 20 or more people there.
It really smelled good.
Yeah, you paid $10 and you got like 10 different things you could taste and things like that. So it was kind of neat, but we didn't have the time to get down there. We actually ate at the other barbecue place. Figured, I told you why, because I'd rather just have one good barbecue than have a whole little bit of ones that maybe some's good, some's not, some this, that. So that was. And then maybe some more blues, because somebody else was asking about the blues bands. I think over at PigTrail, they did have a blues band, but I kind of looked at the ones that the city had put on the bands, and the 4 that I brought up, all of them were rock and roll bands, and one was a country band, so there really wasn't any blues in it, and they're the ones that are advertising the blues. But I think they really need to get together to where, just like in Sturgis, if you go to Deadwood during Sturgis Rally, it's the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. If you go out to Devil's Tower and talk to them, it's the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. So it doesn't matter what community you're in, you just need to bring it all together. We're going to talk a little bit more about, they donate a lot of the money that they make to a charity in town, but we're not sure how all that works because we know that, like I said, we don't know. We're not going to get involved in speculation right now, but it's not 100% of the profit. It's not like down at Willie's Chopper Time show that's in Daytona, 100% of that money all goes to the veterans. It costs Willie a lot of money to put on that Chopper Time show, but every single penny goes to the Veterans Organization. So that is 100% given away, where in this case, I'm not sure what they consider 100% is. 100% of what? That we don't know. We're going to be finding that out and give out that information. So I don't know if that's part of the problem why Eureka Springs doesn't want to use the Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. Some of the venues don't. They kind of want to say it's their own venue. If you want to have your own venue, you want to call it the Eureka Springs Bike Fest, then have it on a different weekend. Because it's nothing more than to confuse people that come to a rally, come to an event. We had the same thing in Laughlin, Nevada. There was 4 different events going on and people had no idea what's going on. So keep it with the same name. go run with it for that. If you want to change it from something other than Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, then all sit down and come up with something else. But it's not good to change a name that's been around for quite a while.
That's right, because you're going to lose that reputation.
Yeah. So we're going to leave you right now here, and if you were here, let us know what you thought about Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. We do have a couple other videos that I still want to kind of put together. We took a scenic ride up around the
Uptown area.
and they called it Route 62 or something they were calling it. And it took you through a lot of the old houses and stuff, and we got a lot of good shots there and went real slow and checked it all out. So that was really cool. We also went all the way up to Spring Street. I don't know if anybody, first year we went there, I didn't even know it was there. And it kind of goes up the hill. And we'll be talking later on about some of the things that Eureka Springs wants to do different. We haven't sat down enough with Rodgers yet to know what they kind of want to do, but we kind of know a little bit of ideas that they have. And if you see something that you think would be good ideas for the rally, the BikeFest, whatever you want to call it, Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, put it down here in the comments. Say, hey, I'd like to see this, or I'd like to see that, and we'll pass that on to the cities, and maybe we can add that to it and make it a bigger, better event in the Midwest.
There you go. We'd also want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to the Cat House for bringing us in, and to PigTrail Harley-Davidson for giving us a motorcycle to ride. We met up with a lot of subscribers, a lot of locals, a lot of YouTubers. We had a great time. We just want to say a big thanks to you guys that you made us feel welcomed and got to spend some time with some of you guys.
Yep, if you're watching my eye, it's getting better. We'll leave you at that, and we'll see what's up next.
So thanks for hanging out with us today. If you have any questions or comments, put them down here. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next video.
There you go.